up, guys, gals, and non-binary pals? Welcome to Art by Flan. Today, in sort of the spirit of Valentine's Day, I know by the time this goes up, Valentine's Day will be over, but when I drew this, it was not. I was kind of in the spirit of that mushy, romantic kind of thing, and so I drew my favorite OC couple. The female is obviously mine. That's Maia. If you've been on my channel for any length of time, you will recognize her. The gentleman, however, belongs to my best friend and roommate, and his name is Levi. Now, these two are kind of like star-crossed lovers. They have this love that's really strong, really intense, kind of all-consuming, but it's kind of like burning the candle at both ends. It can't last because technically they're not supposed to be together, in that sense of it's kind of forbidden, in a sense that they're not supposed to be together, and if anybody of prominence found out, they would definitely be forced to be apart, which in canon that does happen. Maia's father finds out, and that sort of sets in motion how their lives are going to play out. Levi is actually banished from Maia's kingdom, and he starts out this whole personal journey filled with drugs, sex, and alcohol, while Maia sort of struggles with her feelings for him, never quite subsiding at first. And then he comes back, and they get together, but they just realize that even though they're together now, and they're allowed to be together, it doesn't work. They're like the love was what they had in common, sort of, and that they can't it can't last. This is obviously not before Maia gets pregnant, but Levi's dealing with his own struggles, and he can't be with her and be a father to their son. It doesn't work out. They're obviously on good terms. Canonically, they're on good terms and stuff, but they get a happy ending, just not with each other. But their story was easily one of my favorites to write and work on with my friend, and so they're probably my OTP, my one true pairing. I love them so much. We've told and retold their story so many times. We have so many AUs where they end up together, where they don't end up together, where crazy things happen. Modern AUs, like fantasy AUs, coffee shop, the whole shebang. It is with this particular couple because we both personally really enjoy them. So when it came time to do a mushy romantic picture, obviously I was going to pick my absolute favorites. But yeah, so it's just a little simple piece. I don't do a lot of couples. I'm going to try and start doing them more because I do want to draw a lot of mushy romantic stuff of all of my OCs being cuddly with their significant others, but I don't know, it's really intimidating, I guess, for me to try to draw two bodies interacting, so I definitely look up reference when I have to, just to sort of see how things play out, and I still end up changing things, like her hand, the hand on his face seems a little stiff. I wish I would have made that a little more natural looking, but I mean, it still looks okay, it's just not as nice as I wanted it to be. And you could see in the sketch at the beginning, I sort of had his hand on her back, but I feel like, and that's how it was in the reference picture and in the original sketch, but I feel like it definitely would be placed lower just based on his personality and how he would usually hold her. It would definitely be lower, like on the small of her back or something. So I just omitted that in the original line art. I was going to do this piece traditionally, but the sketch was absolutely ruined. So I had to buy a new eraser, and I was using the the Staedtler Mars plastic eraser or whatever, and that was a really nice eraser. Well, then it got too small to use, so I bought like a Friskus whatever. Anyway, I bought another eraser, and it was garbage. Like, I had to erase her face a lot because I was trying to do stuff with her head and it wasn't working, and it just left this gross unerasable residue. Like, I literally erased a hole in the paper trying to get it to go away, and this garbage eraser just was not having it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw it in my Instagram story about how that eraser just ruined this picture. I slapped some color on it with marker, hoping that maybe that would help it, but it absolutely did not. So you'll probably see that piece in my sketchbook tour, which should be coming out next week, and you can definitely see what I'm talking about. So I just decided I was gonna take it onto the light box and redo it there, but I just wanted to do it digitally. I think it just came out much better digitally, so I'm happy I did that. So we're in Photoshop now, just putting in some of the of the little details. It's so much fun to see me working on this high speed because you just see like really off colors while I'm trying to find stuff. Like his blush was like really deep red and it just made it look like somebody punched him in the face. But I eventually light it up and it just becomes this blush. But yeah, so it was just a nice, simple, cute little couple pick I wanted to do of my favorite characters. And so yeah, we should be shifting into the final piece here. If you like what you see, don't forget to click that like button, click that subscribe button for new stuff from me every week. If you want to chat about characters, if you have more questions about these two, questions about the piece, whatever, don't forget to drop it in the comment box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye-bye!